much to me. God. The God party is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus dead, you're on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell me as a Bob that the God don't need a job. And if I did, the oligarchs be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paying for Tucson. And they went on a world conquest, tear you for me to part. Michael remained bad, but still virtuous. Wake the man to petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perverseness. So I support workers unionizing their services.
They say that you don't love me, ay. I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invade the world. Rick was coming out like you Wrigley. I watched my mouth.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Should be a good one here this afternoon between the New York Mets and the Tampa Bay Rays. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, the Mets have won the first 2 games of the series, so they're looking for a 3-game sweep here today.
Yeah, and to sweep this team right here would be a huge momentum boost. It is not easy to sweep a series. I don't care if it's 3 games or 4 games. I think back to Bobby Cox. His big thing was you just want to win series. 2 out of 3, 3 out of 4. But when you have a chance to sweep a team, you have to take advantage of it.
Tyler Glasnow gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in a ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Whit Merrifield is at the plate as he watches ball 1. And guys, the Rays, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
George Springer the next to hit. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. And he looks at a changeup in there, 1-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, D-Roll. The more I could get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
2-1, here it is. And he got him. So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. First offering.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
Merrifield stands at first with 1 out. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, that's a heck of a pitch right there. If he's able to execute with that type of velocity, fastballs up and in, I can't imagine. Not only is he going to break a ton of bats today, but he's going to open up that down and away with the soft stuff later in the game.
The 2-2. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Merrifield is on his way home. And the run will score as the Mets have claimed the early 1-0 advantage. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
And there's ball 2 now. The 2-1. Hot shot toward third. That's in there. Base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, Michael Conforto, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. His previous meeting line with Tyler Glasnow. He's hitless in 6 tries. Took something off there as this pitch is in the dirt, but handled quickly behind the plate. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Now a 58-foot curveball that misses for a ball.
When a pitcher puts you in the proverbial rocking chair like he's doing right now, you have to take a deep breath. You can't start trying to guess along with him. Trust your fundamentals and stay on that fastball.
Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Michael Conforto goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Now the first pitch. Gleyber Torres is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Now the 0-2. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And that'll plate their second run of the game as they take a 2-0 lead.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, D-Row. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Here's Chris Bryant now as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
He sends it out to left field. Well hit. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left, number 148 for his career. And the Mets have got it up to a 5-0 game now.
Loved a homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And the hits just keep on a-coming against this arm.
Yeah, Matt, and I'm not sure how much longer they can leave him out there. Not only is he hurting the team, it's probably doing some damage to his psyche as well.
Here's Javier Baez. Real Muto's running. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defender standing flat-footed for much longer.
And it's fouled away. Count still full, 3-2. Payoff pitch one more time, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order. Brendan McKay comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Next for the Mets, Whit Merrifield, and the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. From the stretch. And a ball, 1-0.
Hey, if you know an umpire has a tight zone, as a hitter, you tighten your zone as well. No reason to go after the borderline pitches unless you really have to.
1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Towards second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And the run will score from second here as that breaks it open to a 6-0 lead.
Man, you never want to say a game is over in the first inning. There's still a lot of time left to come back and rally, but down 6-0 is an awfully big hole to dig yourself out of, and the inning isn't even over yet.
Here's George Springer. Fouled away. 0 for 1 here in the early going. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In there, strike 2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Ready on 1-2.
Flip a coin right here with this next pitch. After throwing 2 fastballs to get ahead, he's been able to lay off both those off-speed pitches. Looked like he's seeing it pretty good.
And he fouls this one off. Baez at second. Merrifield at first. 2 out in the inning. And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And that brings in Freddie Freeman. First offering on its way. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too. And here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
Yordan Alvarez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three and 1 to the Mets left fielder.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. That's wide. 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
3-0 now.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
In there, 3-1. High and deep to right center. Looking up is Nimmo. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. Number 11 for him on the season as they just continue to pour it on here.
Dan, it doesn't get any better than that. When this last out's made in this half inning, he's grabbing his glove and running out onto the field with 4 steaks and a homer.
Boy, and as a pitcher, right, your biggest nightmare is you want to start a game off, get out of a scoreless first inning. You look up there, and you already see a guy rounding the bases with a grand slam. Might be a short start for this guy.
Michael Waka comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning. Gleyber Torres will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. He's got it. And it's in time at first, and hallelujah, the side is retired. But not before 12 men cross the plate here as they really break this game open. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
A ball and a strike.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
And a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Hey, there's a base hit right there on a changeup. Maybe not a good idea to throw this guy back-to-back changeups.
Yeah, he seemed to be timing that first one. He let the first one go by, then he was not going to let the second one go by. Nice job right there staying through that baseball.
And that'll bring in Yandy Diaz as he'll take a look at ball 1. Now a swing as he foul tips it here, and right off his arm behind the plate. That hurts. Wendell gets his lead at first, nobody out. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out. Now a moment here in St. Pete for a glance at the Rays' starting lineup. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass-to-baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at-bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
The 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down. So to get his day started at the plate, Brandon Lau trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. First delivery to him. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
This guy loves to drop the head on those pitches down and in. I'm shocked he went in there, but he's able to jump ahead and get away with it.
Behind 0-2 now. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. Not in time. He's in there at second.
It's a little surprising to see them risking base runners by stealing down this many early in the game, but they're choosing to be aggressive. It might work out if they can drive him in now and chip away at that deficit.
Here comes the 1-2. Pulled toward right center field. Springer on the run. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. Strand just the one. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0.
The third baseman.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Chris Bryant is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. For the current campaign, Bryant has a batting line residing in the 290s. Looking to boost that even higher here. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now. Well, today's game provides the visiting squad with a chance to complete the series sweep, guys.
These teams don't match up all that often, but due to interleague, they get a chance to play this season, and it's really difficult to sweep a team in a 3-game series when you don't play that team all that often.
Now to the plate, here is JT Realmuto. He collected a base hit his first time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And that brings up Javi Baez. He's gone over his first 6 at-bats in the series so far. In there, 0-1. And action now in the Tampa Bay pen as it looks like a right-hander's begun to get loose. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Not close with that one. It's way above the strike zone. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
The batter number
Whit Merrifield next to hit. His career line against Waka. He has a 3-for-12 line. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And now here is George Springer. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Circle change there, called strike 1. In the dirt, and now let's see. Goes to third with it, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch. The 1-1. Hit in the air down the right field line.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Weak grounder back to the mound. On to first, and the Mets are going to come up empty here as that ends the inning. And stepping in, Esteban Quiroz. He was hitless in yesterday's shutout loss, as were many of his teammates. In there at the letters 0-1. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start at bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Esteban Quiroz becomes the first out here in the bottom of the second. Ji-Man Choi comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Off-speed pitch, and there is strike 3 called. And boy, that zone just got a bit larger. 2 away. Now at the plate, Brandon Nimmo trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a great inning here as he gets another punch out and strikes out the side in order. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
Number 5.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Freddie Freeman is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Talk about certain guys in the lineup that you want to be really careful with. This guy right here is one of those, and you can tell he's pitching awfully cautiously.
2 balls and a strike to Freeman. The 2-1. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to 3rd, and no swing. It's ball 3. The 3-1. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And this is taken in for out number 1.
Up next for the Mets.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Now the pitch. A ball and 2 strikes now.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
The count now at 2-2. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes, so it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the 3rd. Next, it'll be Michael Conforto, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field, but he will make the catch on the dead run as he tracks it down just shy of. Mike Brasso digging in at the plate. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. And that's out number 1.
Batting ninth.
So here's Mike Zunino. He comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. A ball and no strikes. Zunino playing here in his home state of Florida. He was a first-round pick during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
A 1-2 count to the Rays catcher.
Hey, make no mistake about it, this lineup's going to have to get going and get a little bit more aggressive. This guy's pounding the zone.
And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So it's back to the top of the order now. And digging in next will be Joey Wendell. Ball 1.
Man, this guy has retired a whole slew right now. I think what he needs to do is just stay focused and keep attacking the game plan like he has up to this point, because everything he's done has worked.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Tough to do much with that one. A swing and a miss. 2 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Got him swinging, and that's the 3rd out. Rays go in order, 1, 2, 3. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. Now here's the first offering. And he gets the inning started with a bang as this is hit high and deep to left field. Wendell is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the 1st out. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Now the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him for gutting this thing out right now. On the other side, I worry they're being a little bit too greedy by leaving him out there. There are options left in the pen, and it would be a shame if all his hard work got undone because he started making some mistakes in location due to fatigue.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. Meadows moving back. Can't make the play, however. It's over his head. Around second now and headed for 3rd. The relay, but he is in there with a triple.
Yeah, and most guys that hit for the cycle can get a single or a double, but struggle with the rest. Not this guy. He's already got the homer and the triple, so the hardest parts are out of the way. We'll see what the rest of the game holds in store.
At the plate, JT Realmuto, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
This is where, as a batter, you got to find a way to put something in the outfield. Get something elevated. I know you got to battle with 2 strikes and protect, but if anything is belt or above, you got to swing.
Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So next to bat will be Javier Baez. It was a walk in his last trip. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Waka looks in. Here it is on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit on the ground to third. Right to him. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Striding in is Yandy Diaz. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
They've gotten a gut punch to start this game. There's no doubt about this, but that's when you have to turn the scoreboards off. Everybody do their job one at-bat at a time.
Fouled away. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's one away. Now to the plate, Austin Meadows. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors for Tampa Bay so far. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. Outside, 3-0 now. Ball 4. Next, it'll be Brandon Lau. Flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Meadows, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
Not what you want to do on the mound. Go from 0-2 to 3-2, but credit the man in the box for being patient, even with 2 strikes.
And he misses again. Ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
The shortstop.
Now the first pitch. Esteban Quiroz comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Has a look. Now the pitch.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Now the 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
Wow, talk about a waste pitch on 2-2. That one wasn't even close. I don't know anyone that would have swung at that pitch.
Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. The payoff pitch one more time. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, it's been a rough go through these middle innings so far. This offense right now really doesn't have an answer for anything that he's throwing. He's attacking up, down, in and out in the strike zone. He's been awfully dominant up to this point.
Ji-Man Choi the next to hit, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. 0 for 1, went down looking his first time up. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Inside, he misses. Ball 4. And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers. First pitch on the way.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
And he falls behind 0-2.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Down and away, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Rays leave him loaded. Still looking up at a 13-0 score. With Merrifield next to bat. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Merrifield.
And there's ball 1. Merrifield behind, a ball and 2 strikes.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The center fielder.
Next, here is George Springer. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Swung on, and this ball is absolutely crushed. Forget about it. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo home run here off the bat of George Springer. Number 13 for him on the year as this lead got even wider.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Hey, that's just a nice get-me-over curveball there to steal a strike. I don't think he was looking for that one.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now, 3-1. Yordan Alvarez is on deck. The 3-1. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Wendell's back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Now at the plate is Yordan Alvarez. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Waka gets the sign. Here's the 0-1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me?
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the 3rd out. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo shot. On to the bottom of the 5th. The Mets lead it 14-0. back at Tropicana Field, and let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, Rays manager Kevin Cash talked to me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Michael Brasso is in for the second time here as he looks at a ball high, 1-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Here now is Mike Zunino. First delivery to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed. A full count now.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Joey Wendell digs in now. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
2 balls and no strikes to the Rays left fielder. This year against right-handed pitching, Wendell is hitting over .330. Nothing to scoff at, clearly.
These are the type of hitters that absolutely frustrate a pitching staff and a pitching coach. He's not trying to do a ton of damage, but he's certainly going to put the ball in play and be a pest the entire season.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
No reason to sit on anything other than hard stuff in a location you like and drive it right now.
Can't keep that one fair, and now the count's full.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Man, they've really had his numbers so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Yandy Diaz.
At the plate now, Yandy Diaz. And he puts it on the ground to second. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. 1 left for Tampa, but this one's pretty much over, 14-0. And now, Michael Conforto. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. And he fouls this one off. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. Grounded up the first baseline. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter, the designated hitter.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Swing and a shot toward right center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Now at the plate, here is Chris Bryant. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Well, with that base hit right there, D-Row, he's one double.
Now
He's 3/4 of the way to the cycle. He gets one more AB. All he needs is a double.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. If I'm hitting right here and I have a chance for a triple, Dan, guess who's tripping coming around second base?
That's it. Hang on for two.
Pulling up.
Into the box, JT Realmuto. Wendell makes the catch to end the inning. So no runs on a hit here, no errors, one man left on. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Mets lead this one 14. So now to the plate, Austin Meadows will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent today.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early. In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Grounded back up the middle. Baez ranging to his right. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
The batter, number 8, second baseman.
Next to dig in, Brandon Lau comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. Swung on and missed, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get that one airborne, but it's 1-2.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
Fouled off.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Got to believe you got to work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
Made a miss on the off-speed pitch that time. Brandon Lau goes down for the second out here in the bottom half.
Esteban Quiroz.
To the plate now, Esteban Quiroz. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Realmuto's there, and that'll end the inning. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. 7th inning coming up. Mets out in front, 14-9. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Javier Baez. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Hey, they've obviously locked in on something here. They know this pitcher likes to get ahead, and they've done nothing but be aggressive early in the count. There's another leadoff single to get him going.
So now to the plate, Whit Merrifield, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Not close. It's 2-0.
Now, this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Colin McHugh enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch on its way. George Springer stands in as he looks at a called strike. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2. Baez. On second, Merrifield. At first with no outs. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2. And he's seen a lot of pitches, too.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. George Springer becomes the first out of the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Freddie Freeman is at the plate as he takes a cold strike one.
You could bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike two. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a swinging strike. If you get it, well, hey, that's great. But if you get it inside enough and he does make contact, he probably can't do anything with it anyway.
Count remains 2-2.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Hit hard back up the middle. And that'll just elude his outstretched glove for a base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his third RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Stepping in now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 delivery. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
The 3-1. Runners off for second. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. The payoff pitch one more time. He loses him on ball 4. Next up, Michael Conforto. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. He's set. Here it comes.
Props to the hitter right there for laying off with a guy on third. You want to be aggressive, but you have to get a pitch you can drive.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
3-0 to him now. Challenge pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, that's just not a good look for the guy on the mound. Bases loaded. You expect him to bear down and really fight to get an out, but instead he walks home a run on 4 pitches.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. Swing and a flare down the line. And that's in there. Base hit. 1 run is scored. And the second run will score as well.
Wow. This has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Can you say painful?
Ryan Thompson comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Into the box now, Chris Bryant. Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Hey, every pitcher likes to have some runs scored for him, particularly when you're throwing as well as he is tonight, and he gets another insurance run on top of it.
Next up for New York, JT Realmuto. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Bottom of the end.
Leading off for the Rays, the first baseman, G-Man George.
Chris Archer gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh.
Number 24, Chris Archer.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit in the air to center field. Springer giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
The center fielder, number 9.
Up next for the Rays, Brandon Nimmo. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. 1-0 the count. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. 2-1.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
All even now, 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Now this is on the ground for Baez at short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Tampa Bay.
So next to hit is Michael Brasso. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's 1-2.
Hey, he's got excellent stuff working right now. Somebody has to make an adjustment. You're seeing a lot of late swings. No one's getting the front foot down. No one's getting the barrel to the baseball.
Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Rays. And as you can see, they are way behind.
I don't know who my friends, they like to pretend. Now I'm switching up my energy, my enemies.
All set for the start of the inning, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Javier Baez. First offering on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Fooled pretty badly there as he reaches to poke this one foul.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Hit out towards second. Reined in. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
The batter number 50.
Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, Whit Merrifield. He's got 2 hits in 4 at-bats. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that is off the wall. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting.
Wow, when you're swinging the bat like he is, you want the game to go to extra so you can get some more ABs. That's his 3rd hit of the game, and his swing just keeps getting better and better. Almost hit that one out of here, but he'll take a double anytime.
In now, George Springer, as he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Catch made out there in left center as the runner may tag from second. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning. Digging in next, Freddie Freeman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. He's set and the pitch.
1-0.
Merrifield at third with 2 away. And a slider stays outside and he falls behind 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch.
A dive and he knocks it down. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
Well, I'm not sure they can do anything different, but it comes a time where you have to call the dogs off. I mean, they've already scored 20 runs, and this thing ain't over yet. We might be here till midnight.
Standing in now, Yordan Alvarez. Soft liner towards short. Throw won't be in time as he reaches it first.
Tough play right there, but slight trouble getting rid of it made all the difference. He's going to tell you after this ball game, he should have made that play.
At the plate, Michael Conforto, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. And it's 1-1. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch.
I got to count 2 and 2.
He really needs to find a pitch to put this guy away with right here, right now. He can't allow this inning to get any worse than it's already become.
He's set, and the payoff pitch. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 3-2. On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Mets are out on top, 20-0. So here is Mike Zunino. It was a walk in his last trip.
The catcher,
Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that's going to land foul. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Mike Zunino becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Joey Wendell is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in the zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone. Fouled away. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hard hit toward deep right. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That was a great job of driving that ball, extending his arms very well, was able to get it over the right fielder's head. One hopping it off the wall for an easy double. That's one of those solid hits that you don't even feel coming off the bat.
So now to the plate, Yandy Diaz, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Got to believe you're going to get some tough pitches in this count with the base open at first. This is where you have to regroup and find a way to get a good pitch to drive in that run.
Count remains at 0-2. 1 out and a runner on second base. A bouncer up the middle. On to Freeman at first, and there are 2 away now. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Austin Meadows. 0 for 2 with a walk for him so far. First delivery to him. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Wendell at second with 2 down. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And there's a base hit on the line. The throw to the plate. But this won't be in time as he's well safe and the run scores.
You know, Devo, they finally push a run across here. Yesterday, they were shut out, so anytime they can score, that's almost like throwing a party.
Yeah, Dan, no kidding. Look in that dugout. Looked like there was steam coming out of the hitting coach's ears right there. They had to get the offense going. Maybe that's the breakthrough they needed.
Stepping in now, Brandon Lau. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. Couple of hits lead to a run here for Tampa Bay. 9th inning coming up. The Mets lead this one 20-1. All set to start the 9th in this one, and that'll bring up the exciting middle infielder Gleyber Torres. From the stretch. And he fouls this one off. The 0-1 on its way. Oh, and that is right down the middle for strike 2.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great two-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 home. Popped up. Brosseau into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. This one skied out toward right. Meadows moving back. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Stepping in once again is Chris Bryant, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. First pitch on the way, and he takes ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Two balls and no strikes.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
The 2-0 on the way. A bouncer to the left side. That's through for a base hit, and he's putting together a monster line in this one. They just can't get him out.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debo. He gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto as he rips it on the ground to second. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 1 hit's all they get. 1 more shot coming up will go to the bottom of the 9th. The Mets lead it 20-1. Digging in will be Esteban Quiroz, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. Into the windup and the pitch. Fouled off. Here now the 2-2. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout.
It's been a rough game for him at the plate. Couldn't get the bat off his shoulder right there, and he struck out twice before that one. So he's going to have a lot to think about when he leaves the ballpark tonight.
In now, Ji-Man Choi. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Right there at the belt. 1-2 now. Now here it comes. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now. So here's Brandon Nimmo. He grounded out last time up.
Nimmo.
There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
A ball and a strike now. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Might have been taking all the way right there. That pitch couldn't have split the strike zone any better, and you can bet he wants that one back at the plate.
Tampa down to their final strike in this one. A full count to the Rays center fielder. Michael Brosseau would be next. 2 out, nobody on. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner. Stepping in next, Michael Brasso struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Seth Lugo will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Nimmo, the runner at first with 2 gone. And a good 2-strike pitch, but he misses high 1-2.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
I think he's shown you right there he was trying to put you away with the off-speed pitch. Have to be leery of that right there and take pull side away. That'll keep you on all.
A punch out to end it, and the Mets go on the road and sweep their rivals.
You can just see that the confidence is radiating off of them out there right now. That's 6 wins in a row, and this looks like a train that's not about to slow down anytime soon.
20-1 the final today. The New York Mets brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Aaron Nola earns win number 4 on the season, permitting only 1 hit in 6 complete innings. Tyler Glasnow allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Wackney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes.